Nadia Elena Comăneci was born on November 12, 1961, in Gheorgheni, Romania, to Gheorghe and Stefania Comăneci. Raised in a working-class family, Nadia's childhood was filled with discipline, hard work, and determination. Her father was a tractor driver, while her mother worked as a teacher, and the young Comăneci inherited their work ethic. She was raised alongside her brother, Adrian, in the rural town of Gheorgheni. Nadia's entry into gymnastics was not immediately driven by ambition but was largely due to her local coach, Bela Caroli, who later became a crucial figure in her life. Initially, Comăneci was a shy and physically small child, but she soon demonstrated a natural aptitude for gymnastics. At the age of 6, she joined Caroli's gymnastics club in Gheorgheni, which was a turning point in her life. Caroli, a highly skilled coach with an eye for talent, recognized her potential right away. Nadia was a quick learner, and Caroli's rigorous training methods helped her develop the strength and agility required to excel in gymnastics. By the time she was 9 years old, Comăneci had already shown the remarkable poise and flexibility that would later define her career. Her training was grueling, as Caroli placed a heavy emphasis on building both physical endurance and mental toughness. This intense regime laid the foundation for Nadia's success on the international stage. Caroli was instrumental in transforming Nadia into a gymnast who could perform the most difficult and innovative routines with precision and grace. Career peak. Breaking barriers at the 1976 Olympics. Nadia Comăneci's career reached its pinnacle during the 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal, Canada. At the age of 14, Comăneci was a relatively unknown gymnast on the global stage, but her performances at the Games would forever change the sport of gymnastics. Competing for Romania, Comăneci stunned the world with her performances in the all-around competition. The most iconic moment of the 1976 Olympics came during Comăneci's routine on the uneven bars, where she executed a flawless performance that earned her the first-ever perfect 10.0 in gymnastics history. This groundbreaking achievement was both unprecedented and revolutionary. In a sport that had long been based on the idea of perfection, Comăneci's perfect 10.0 score shattered the previous boundaries and set a new standard. In total, Comăneci would receive 7 perfect 10s during the 1976 Olympics, a feat never before seen in the sport. Comăneci's flawless performances at the Montreal Olympics quickly made her a global sensation, and she became an overnight symbol of gymnastics excellence. She went on to win 3 gold medals, in the all-around, the uneven bars, and the beam, as well as 1 silver medal in the team competition and a bronze in the floor exercise. Her all-around victory, in particular, was historic, as she became the first gymnast in Olympic history to score a perfect 10.0 in the all-around competition, a feat that ensured her place as one of the greatest gymnasts of all time. Her performances at the 1976 Olympics were groundbreaking for several reasons. Comăneci not only showcased her technical proficiency, but she also introduced a level of artistry to gymnastics that had not been seen before. Her ability to combine strength, flexibility, and grace into a fluid and seamless performance redefined the sport. She was no longer simply executing gymnastic moves. She was creating a performance that captivated audiences and left judges in awe. As a result, Comăneci became the embodiment of Olympic excellence and an international icon. Main achievements and impact on gymnastics. Nadia Comăneci's achievements go far beyond her historic Olympic performances. In addition to her 1976 Olympic success, Comăneci became a dominant force in gymnastics for years to come. She competed in and won several prestigious competitions, including the European Championships and the World Championships, and she consistently proved her superiority in the sport. Comăneci was a force in the European Gymnastics Championships, winning multiple gold medals in the all-around, balance beam, and uneven bars from 1971 to 1977. She became known for her precision, her ability to execute highly complex routines, and her ability to maintain perfect form throughout her performances. Comăneci's success at the 1976 Olympics solidified her status as the world's best gymnast, and her dominance continued in the years following. In addition to her Olympic gold medals, Comăneci amassed 5 gold medals at the World Championships, 4 of them in individual events: the vault, the uneven bars, the beam, and the floor exercise. She also earned 2 silver medals and 2 bronze medals at the World Championships, making her one of the most decorated gymnasts of her era. Her accomplishments on the world stage helped to elevate Romania's gymnastics program, putting it on the map as one of the top countries in the sport. The influence of Nadia Comăneci on the sport of gymnastics cannot be overstated. She changed the way gymnastics was perceived by the public and the gymnastics community alike. Before Comăneci, gymnasts were often judged on their ability to perform difficult routines, but her performances showed the world that gymnastics was also an art form that required both technical skill and elegance. Her impact on the sport extended beyond her performances, as she became a symbol of excellence and a role model for generations of gymnasts. Her legacy also had a profound effect on the way gymnastics was scored and judged. The perfect 10.0 scoring system, which had been used for decades, was replaced in 2006 by a new open-ended system that rewarded difficulty and execution separately. However, the concept of perfection that Comăneci introduced remains a key part of gymnastics culture. And her 1976 Olympic performances continue to be regarded as a high point in the sport's history. Final years and retirement. Following the 1976 Olympics, Comăneci remained involved in gymnastics for a number of years. However, her career was not without challenges. Due to the intense pressures placed on her by the Romanian government and her coach, Bela Caroli, Nadia's training regimen became increasingly difficult. After winning several competitions, including the 1979 World Championships in Fort Worth, Texas, Comăneci began to experience the physical and emotional toll of gymnastics. She eventually made the decision to retire from competitive gymnastics in 1981, at the young age of 19. After her retirement, Comăneci moved to the United States, where she began to work as a television personality and gymnastics coach. She married American gymnast Bart Conner in 1996, and the couple has one child together, a son named Dylan. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Comăneci's public appearances continued to draw attention, and she became an ambassador for the sport of gymnastics. She worked with various gymnastics organizations, promoting the sport and encouraging young athletes to follow in her footsteps. In 2000, she was inducted into the International Gymnastics Hall of Fame, further solidifying her place as one of the greatest gymnasts in history. Comăneci's impact on the world of gymnastics continued to be felt long after her retirement. She became an advocate for gymnastics programs around the world, helping to promote the sport in countries that had previously not had strong gymnastics traditions.